Good morning, team. Welcome to week 5 of Principles of Management. And so this week is Balanced Scorecard. That's the big reading assignment. We also have a quiz. And this is our second quiz, right? And this one is on chapters 5 through 7. I've noticed some of our classmates are dropping out, and some people haven't even replied to my emails, and so the discussion boards are getting a little light. I have been very pleased with what we've been posting and the discussions that have been happening, but I think some of our classmates have been dropping out. So anyways, I hope everybody picked up something from the MBTI. And I apologize that we haven't had a classroom environment to discuss our findings. And don't worry, I'm sure in other classes you will be exploring MBTI. Or other personality or behavioral profile traits, for instance, the Big Five or DISC behavioral. And these all work hand in hand. And remember that, what we're talking about here is not so much ourself. We have to be aware of ourself, right? That is emotional and social intelligence. Daniel Goldman, good stuff to read. Or we're looking at others and how it applies. And that's kind of why I threw out that question about strategic alignment and how our MBTI profile would apply. Because like we were talking, let's say you had a strategic meeting where you have to come up with goals, right? And you have to come up with the company vision and the strategic goals. If you have a bunch of intuitive thinkers in there, the goals and the visions might be so lofty that they may not be actionable because you don't have an S in there. The S might bring it back down to earth and say, okay, so how do we meet this? That's one of the differences. Or if you have a room full of S's in there, the goals may seem like there's no forward momentum. It may seem too actionable. If you have a room full of J's, structured people, when you're doing your strategic alignment, they may want strict. Oh, we do this, then we do this, then we do this, then we do this. But then you need a P in there to say, well, it shouldn't be so rigid. We could fluctuate a little bit. So these are things that you got to think about. And so remember, it's about reading others. See where they are coming from. See what they can add to the team. In one of the discussion boards, I think it was with Merck, and I said, hey, if you were talking about cost cutting, and I have a room full of T's in there, they may look at the easy part of cost cutting and say, manpower, right? That's easy, cut manpower. Where an F might look and say, well, these are people we're talking about, and, maybe we can cut it someplace else. They might have the more people-oriented in mind, where a T has a more mission focus and not take into account people's feelings. So, anywho, that's stuff to think about. But great job with what I've been seeing so far for all of us that have stuck together. And I sure do appreciate it. As always, if you have any questions, comments, contact me. Okay, Dave out. Thanks.